Hi everyone, this is a short introduction video to Chapter 1 of the Reeve textbook, which you're reading for Module 1. First of all, I feel like I have to note the Christmas tree that is still up because I'm kind of embarrassed I haven't taken it down and it's mid-January. This is actually a tree from my grandmother. My grandmother owned this tree in the 1960s when tinsel trees first became a thing, so and they just kind of come back. So it's my nostalgic family heirloom, slightly tacky Christmas tree. Okay, so Chapter 1 gives a great introduction to the concepts of motivation, engagement, and emotions. First note the part about theories in Chapter 1. In the sciences, theory means a specific thing, and different than it does in colloquial English. And Reeve does a great job of explaining it and illustrating it in Figure 1.1. So that's how we want to use the word theory and theories in throughout the course. Notice next, under the 2 perennial questions section, there's 5 specific questions that talk about behavior. Starting, being sustained, and stopping. So motivation is necessarily involved in all of these parts of a behavior. No matter what you do, you tie your shoes, you eat dinner, you study for a test, you take a test. Whatever it is you do in life, any behavior, there's motivation involved. You have to start it, and so you may have different types of motivation to help you start it, or you may not have enough motivation to help you start the behavior. Then you have to do different things, different processes and mechanisms are involved in the motivation to keep going on a behavior and not quit or not give up. And then finally, you stop the behavior eventually. Maybe you're done with the task, or maybe you give up or stop for 100 other reasons. So think about that, and that there's motivation in all of those parts, right? Not just starting or initiating something, but until you're done with that behavior. So we want to think about that throughout the course. Next, the framework to understand motivation and emotion in Figure 1.4 is especially useful and will be throughout the course. There's a lot of jargon and concepts that overlap, a lot of overlapping concepts with different names and different jargony names throughout this textbook and in the field of motivation research. And referring back to this framework will be helpful as you build your network of knowledge about motivation, just to try to keep it somewhat organized. It's a lot to remember. I don't have it all in my memory, and I always have to look things up to see exactly what the difference between this and that is. Finally, the 10 unifying themes in Chapter 1, they're great. They are a lot to think about, and that's a lot of themes. And again, I can't cite them by memory. I don't have them all just ready to pull out, but as I read through them, I think, oh wow, those are all really important and really helpful. So it's a good list to refer back to throughout the course. Okay, that's it. Those are the highlights. This is what I want you to pay attention to, as well as other things you find interesting in Chapter 1. And have a great group discussion this week. I think you'll enjoy it, and think a lot about yourself. Think a lot about others' motivation, and it should go great. Okay, bye-bye.